All right, once again, what is up, my fellow patriots? How y'all doing out there in America? It's me, the Wicked Wizard, back with a new video. Tonight, I figured I'd do kind of a serious matter mixed in with some little bit of fun, since it is, the start of a new year. That's hopefully going to be a great one. 2026, my second video of 2026, and I'm still actually feeling a little bit better since I've been out of the hospital. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Well, let's start here.
We drink and we pillage and we do what we please. We get all that we want for free. We'll kick your ass and rape your lass. Somalian pirates we. So with the
Somalian pirates, we.
ho ho ho.
Yo ho ho!
And
Yo
with the
ho ho.
hee hee hee.
Yee hee hee!
We take to the African sea. We'll brave the
Well, see, this time the pirates didn't have to take to the African Sea, except maybe to get here. Then they took to the shores and the lakes of Minnesota. So it's kind of the same thing, right?
squalls and bust your balls. Somalian pirates we.
Somalian pirates we!
We.
Anywho, you too can open up your own child daycare center and also bilk the government out of millions and billions of dollars. And it's quite simple. And my boy JP Sears is here to tell you a little bit about it.
Get out of here! I'm just doing some daycare. So it turns out
Some
daycare
daycare.
centers are the most profitable business you can start. So I'm here to teach you how to open your own daycare center in 3 easy steps. Now, unlike
His is called Decarlearing Center. Decarlearing Center.
other businesses that rely on what's called providing goods or services, your daycare center, or sometimes referred to as a leering center, will earn revenue by just getting free money. So here's the 3 easy steps to start your own daycare business.
Gotta make sure no
Step 1,
kids.
fill out your application for government funding. I know, big word.
Now, that's very important that you fill out your application for government funding. Now, I know that a lot of these folks here have an average IQ in the 60s due to incest. So I hear. Allegedly, of course, in Minecraft. But it's also very important to make sure that you have the proper attire for your daycare. So keep that in mind.
Words, you probably don't know what they mean. You don't have to. We're talking free money here. Now, the biggest problem you'll have in filling out your application is you don't know how to read or write. You could
That's
use
true.
voice to text, but you probably don't know how to speak English either, so that won't work for you. So your best bet's going to be to draw some stick figures on the application.
Yeah, see? Even when you have a low IQ, you could still draw stick figures. So it works out.
That kind of implies what you're after. It'll be more than adequate. Never seen one rejected. Now let's be honest, you might not have the engine power upstairs to make a 3-year-old quality stick figure drawing. Now if that's the case for you, and it is, just recruit the most intelligent member of your family, tell them to stop staring at their John Cena poster, put down their jar of peanut butter, and draw some stick figures for you. Application note, for the government to give you millions of dollars of taxpayer money, they will require you to give back to some important causes. So lower on your application, you'll need to check which terrorist organization.
Now, this is very, very, very important. You choose the right terrorist organization. Otherwise, your application could be denied. We haven't come across that yet, but if you want to guarantee that you get your millions in taxpayer dollars, you got to select the right one.
You'd like to send a small portion of your revenue to. They're all good options. You can't go wrong. Just pick one. Now you got yourself a solid looking application. Yeah, it is too a daycare. Yeah, we got the children's area, whatever, over there. Step 2, secure a lease on a building that theoretically could be a daycare center. This is literally going to be your only business expense. So the cheaper, the better. Now here's a helpful hint. You'll find the best prices in the worst part of town, which is probably where you live. Therefore, it's the worst part of town. So you won't
Yeah, like in the industrial parks and everything where, all the buildings are connected. There's no windows, no land, certainly not any playgrounds or anything. Those are the best spots for daycares.
have to go far. Now, just one thing to look out for is these watchdog groups tend to sound their anti-daycare alarm if there's more than 40 daycare facilities in a 1-block radius.
Yeah, you got to be careful because some of these white supremacists, they will notice this. They will notice when they go into the, to the public offices and they pull up the public records of the funding for these daycares coming from the Minnesota tax dollars and the federal tax dollars, which means your and I's tax dollars. And they see that these things are all right next to each other, and they go out and they notice, and then they go out there and knock on doors. They're white supremacists, guys. That's what they are.
For whatever reason. It's just whites. So when you're selecting your location, just spread out. And a good rule of thumb is with your arms stretched out, if you bump into another daycare facility, you're too close. It's just like social distancing. It's daycare science.
Exactly.
I just tidy up a little bit. My mom and aunt are coming over later. No, just the one person. Why? Hey, do you know what this is for? It's like a Mogadishu style interior decorating. Now, the final step of running a reputable daycare center is blacking out the windows.
Well, see, guys, before you go making a big thing about this, you got to remember that these kids they're usually up all night doing homework because they're going to be future rocket scientists and scholars, and so they study all night. So in the daytime, they need it to be dark so they could take nice naps and get that restful sleep that they're usually getting in the nighttime.
It protects the children from daylight and other harmful things, harmful daylight. And just like that, now you're open for business. So go inside, lock the door. If you can't figure that out, they usually turn like this and wait for the checks to roll in. Oh, and occasionally you might need to step outside and defend your business from what in America we...
And that's why, folks, you carry what they call a boomstick. Available at S-Mart. Shop smart, shop S-Mart, get your boomstick. Alakablam.
Call angry taxpayers. Who's there? It's the damn whites outside again. You get out of here. This is a daycare. No, come on. Intimidation.
And just like that, they go away. Anywho, let's move on over here. So I don't know if you know what's been happening, but well, let's just get into it here. This rocket scientist over here, Somalian TikToker, put out a video threatening to kill Elon Musk because Elon Musk put Nick Shirley's video about the fraud in Minnesota on blast. And of course, we know that he created a free speech platform, and he's been seen by hundreds of millions of people. So,
when
people say like this is fake, I'm like, actually, well, let's look at.
Kan muxuu haystaa lacag bas u haystaa baduu fool xun yahay
daka.
iska fool xun yahay kan waa duq uu dim rabaa. I wouldn't worry too much about this one. He
Click.
albaabkiisa jooga. I wouldn't worry too much about him. He about to die.
He about to die.
Hadana
You
fool
heard
xun
that, right? Nobody made that up. You heard that. He about to die. And the click and the clacking and the... Well... Now comes the F. You had the FA, and now the FO came real quick. What happened with the FO? The same lady. Now notice how she's talking real light. Volume's all the way up.
Here I am today. Hello, if you know who I am, do you know why this video has to be made? On December 31st, 2020.
Yeah, I know why the video has to be made, because you're scared now because you threatened to kill Elon Musk.
25, my life took a tragic turn. I was badly misinterpreted and misheard on a now viral clip. And this clip...
She was badly misinterpreted. She's a victim, guys. Maybe one of the clickety-clackety-clicketers was mistaken for a click when it should have been a clack. I don't know.
My words and what they are being translated to has been taken greatly out of context. I want to...
See that? She told you right there. Her clicks and clacks and clickety have been badly misinterpreted. I'm so sorry about that. That's a shame. That's a shame. And of course, we all know it was Nick Shirley, a just American journalist, who came out with this. And
to the entire
yeah,
state.
he was just in one day exposed all that fraud. And now it's not going to play. Great. Hold on.
The Trump administration says it is now withholding all federal child care funding to the entire state. The agency says the state child care funding to the entire state. The agency says the state receives $185 million for 19,000 children, and now that money will be gone. And the agency did not specify any alternate plans for families who will be affected. DHS and the FBI said they were surging resources to Minnesota to investigate what they called suspected fraud sites. This all comes in response to a viral video posted by a MAGA content creator. He claims that he uncovered widespread fraud.
Now, do you see what they did there? Do you see how dishonest these these scum over at CNN are? The MAGA journalist. MAGA? He just went out there and reported on a story. Why does that make him MAGA? And of course, this is a vape shop that they got running over there. And they've never seen any kids in the daycare centers either.
By Somali-run child care centers in the state. CNN is looking into those claims and has not independently verified the accusations. But the Deputy Secretary of Health and Human Services is taking the allegations at face value. Take a look.
See? So CNN hasn't verified it, but the Health and Human Services of Minnesota have. Yeah. And of course, this thing with Elon's been going on for a long time. I don't know if y'all remember this. Help eliminate Elon. This is when the left started hating on Elon. Now, who was this paid for by? USAID, with their last little bit of funds that Elon stole from you. So the Democratic slush fund that used to be called USAID is no more. Now, I've been on the fence about Elon Musk for a while. I started really liking him when he bought X, or bought Twitter and turned it into X, because he exposed the corruption under the Biden administration, how they had the FBI working there, and how they were banning any conservative point of view, and how it was not free speech in any way, and how our free speech was being trampled on. But when he came out and said this,
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But go fuck yourself. Is that
There
clear?
you go. That clear enough?
I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
Well, let me ask you then.
Bob Iger.
That's how I feel. Don't
That's how
advertise.
he feels. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. And then, just for a little levity on the way out, let's
Oh, a ducka ducka mala mala. Americana ducka bugga bugga. Haka haka ducka ducka. Haka haka ducka ducka. And cut.
Dude, these people are insane.
And finally, we got some Americans that are starting to get a little upset about the daycare leering centers.
Pier 9, runners heading south.
I'm a tourist.
Tourists don't run. Droid assistance, please.
He said hang.
Misunderstand.
Hang.
No, he means what?
Hang.
Tell him you mean what?
What's up, guys? It's Benny. The Quality Leering Center is one of the most famous landmarks in all of Minnesota. It's become an iconic place to visit for
And we're
independent...
sick of it. And just like that, it's over and done with. And this is another video brought to a conclusion. Let me know what you thought. Leave me some comments down below. Did you like the little levitivity? Did you like to see more like this? I am trying to do better, trying to bring you some more content that you all enjoy, so please help me out with what you'd like to see. And until next time, don't forget, stay safe out there, my fellow patriots. Keep your head on a swivel, because we're living in some dangerous times. Until next time, peace. Wizard.